Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yay.
Hi, girls. Hello, everyone out there. Welcome to Harmony in the Home. We are so happy that you're joining us and you're watching these videos. This is for you to create harmony in your home, to see what works, what you're doing, what doesn't work that you're doing, how to create smooth, harmonious communications with your partners, with your man, and we're here for you. So thank you for being here, ladies.
Thank
Uh,
you.
yeah. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about connection between a daughter and a father.
Wow.
Ooh. I hear a lot of women share stories with me um, that they don't have a really good connection with their father, and then because of that they're finding it really difficult to find a good man or to see a man as he is good, because they're looking at him through how they look at their father. So I met a girl the other day, and she was telling me how she's having a very difficult situation with her father, and she really wants to heal the situation. She loves her father. He's really great to her, and he wants to take care of her. He's just a good man, very humbled, kind. He works in the garden. He doesn't bother anybody. He just wants to watch his sports and drink a glass of beer and just be good with that. So um, the way she described him, he seemed like a really kind man, really humbled and kind man. And then she went on to say that they had a very difficult situation in life. They lost some family members, and then there's a lot of frustration and upset and anger. And she's very afraid to lose him because he is kind of the final family member in her family. And
Oh,
so, and she doesn't, so she told me that when she comes to his house, she gets, she becomes like this little girl that doesn't know how to act. And she's not that powerful woman anymore that she is at her work. She works actually at a very famous magazine. And then when she's in his house, she feels small. She doesn't know what to do. She wants to help him, so she wants to, mother him and say like, what, do you need any money? Like, or like, what's wrong with you? Are you depressed?
oh.
You know, they
Oh,
sit they sit at the table, and they're eating, and then he signs or yawns or something, and then she starts to say, well, what is everything okay? Like, what's wrong? Do you need anything? Do you need any money? Are you depressed? Is something wrong with your head? And
whoa,
so
whoa.
I know, and we did a little bit of a role play, and we saw that she's just angry because of the loss, and so she wants to save the family. And so also what she shared with me is that she's going to therapy. So I know a lot of people go to therapy, right? And then she shared with me that her therapist says to her, after years of going to this person and sharing the pain that she's in, how she wants to reconnect with her father, the therapist says to her, um, um, it's too bad that you don't talk to your father. Too bad that you guys don't have a connection.
Oh, like the
Keep
wrong way.
going.
Oh.
It's like,
Keep going, right? So like, come back.
oh
Gosh.
that's not it. um, and I said to her, why don't we do a role play and then also practice some acknowledgements? Acknowledgement is one of the tools that we use, which we are born with. It's very natural. It's not a secret. Uh, um, and you acknowledge the other person for what they're doing, for what you saw that they're doing. It's not a compliment, it's an acknowledgement. So you notice something and you say it. And I said to her, why don't we just role play and you acknowledge me? I'm going to be your father, and then you acknowledge me. And she said, oh my God, how am I going to acknowledge him? I don't know anything. 8 acknowledgements? I said, you got to do 8 acknowledgements, then he can hear you. She said, 8 acknowledgements? How am I going to do that? I said, just notice what he does for you. And so she started to name a few things, how he, puts the gas in her car, and how he, leaves the extra money for her so she has extra cash, and how he takes care of the plants and takes care of all the other things that he does. And um, really, she felt so much lighter at the end of our conversation. Yeah, yeah. And she's
I
like,
bet.
I didn't know that I could find these so many acknowledgments, that I would notice this. She because I really want to make a really good connection with him. I really want to find a husband. And she says, I understand that I can't find one because my connection with my father is not resolved. And it was incredible. It was just so amazing. And I wasn't listening to her, like, I felt the pain, but I wasn't acknowledging, like, talking to the pain. I was talking more to where she wants to go. Where from, not where she wanted to be stuck, with something's wrong. How can she rebuild that connection with her father?
She already there actually, right? So if you will just allow for the pain, and it will keep going. And that's why I love our communication tools. They are like a magic, like very simple, but can be like do magic stuff. And you just like showing yourself, oh, can I do that? She didn't even know. She just didn't know how to do it, and just giving her example how you can do it. Like, okay, how I can acknowledge him. It just like is not even any idea, because what we do usually we see what doesn't work, but we are not seeing what the person really does, like do does for you. Do oh my English.
You're
So
perfect.
like yeah, and so we realized that, oh, for example, when you said, okay, like he feeds her cat, or she just leave like some money, or it's just how it's so nice as a father, he just take care of her, like, and but she's seeing something else. That's perfect.
And the other thing that I noticed, that he, a man wants to be the protector.
Yes.
He wants to protect her, and then if she comes in with the strong force that I'm gonna protect you, I'm gonna take care of you, then he feels like not so powerful, not so strong, not like a man that I'm gonna serve and protect her. She takes away that ability from him. And so when she did the acknowledgement, then I said, you gave him the, now he feels like, okay, I can protect her, let me see what it needs. Yeah.
That's exactly what I also noticed. I noticed a couple of different things from your story. Number one is she better become your coaching client. If she's listening, she better become your coaching client, because you will take her to where she wants to go.
That's right.
Number two is that you're right, 100%. He's a man, and it's his job, and he's also a father, it's his job to protect her. But it sounds like when she comes in, she transforms in a way into a mommy.
Yes.
And of course that's driven by her fear of losing him, and unfortunately that's what we're all driven by, is the fear. But the truth is, everybody goes, and the best thing you can do is enjoy the moment and love the connection, because right now, because of that fear, the connection is suffering.
Yeah.
The fear of losing is suffering the connection, which also, she's right, affects her whole life.
Mhm.
Because that relationship, and I'm speaking from experience.
Oh yeah.
Ever since I was 16 years old, I had a pretty bad connection with my father. And I was really upset with him for doing something to me, which is kicking me out of the house, right? And And at some point, it transformed in our relationship to where I became his mommy. You know, I was diminishing him in a way without really knowing what I was doing. And it was not fun. And it was also working in my marriage as well. It was having an impact. And it's when I started doing coaching with you guys, with Sage, when I started learning the tools. And there was one day when I sat there and I thought, oh, listen, I was working on a problem. My problem was
Oh,
to fix my relationship with my father. Like it was a problem that I needed to fix. Until one day I was sitting there, I was like, wait a minute, I don't have to fix anything. There's nothing to fix. There's nothing I can fix. All I can do is make a decision. Do I want a great connection with my father while I still have him? Or do I want to continue being right and trying to fix the problem and trying to show him that I'm a good daughter? So it started with accepting him for who he is. But even before that, accepting myself for how I am, because even I wasn't accepting that I was a good daughter.
mhm.
I had this whole situation of thinking like, oh, maybe I'm a bad daughter, but then that reflects that he's a bad father, not the way I wanted him to be. And it started the very first step, and this is after years of coaching. Using the tools of just like, you know what, he is who he is, and I love for him for who he is. And let me tell you, those first acknowledgments that I had to say were rough. Like I like, what? Oh, and I remember that first day that I had to say, I love you. I mean, we're from a family where nobody says I love you. So for me to tell him I love you was like, but I'm angry with him. Like, so it was like my whole body was tearing into pieces, me trying to say I love you. And then once I said that, I was like, oh, that wasn't that bad. Actually felt good. And then I started saying, I love you again, and I love you again. And appreciations also were difficult. And now it's like, hey, thank you for sending me this text message. And things have transformed. And for the first time in my life, for the last couple months, I am having sweet conversations with him. He's calling me and he's being sweet. And he's sending me videos about self-development, and he's listening to psychologists, and he's trying to work on himself. I didn't ask him to do it. I didn't ask him to change anything. All I did was focus on me, accepting me, and working on my own poop, and working out my own poop. And then he was observing that, and now he's trying to also work on that.
Mhm.
That's my story. And I'm sticking
Wow.
to it.
I'm sticking to it.
Lights you up. It's really interesting because I saw all this process what's going on with your dad. I mean, last 3 years. Like before, he was sharing usually very sad stories, like putting in your head and like about politics, what happened, or sickness, or whatever. I don't know. But now you're telling that he's just sending you video with lights, like just give you energy, like just
Yes.
positive thing, because that's really amazing. And like when you said, it's when you focus on yourself and not trying to be as a mom or take care, you don't. And I think also what I see very often, the kids, they think they feel guilty because I don't pay enough attention, or maybe I'm not doing the right thing, and just putting that pressure on yourself and trying to be nice. But at the same time, you don't have to do that. You just have to enjoy and accept how he is. And connection, yes, the creating connection is very important.
Mhm.
Nice story. Oh yeah, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Right, you
That
just
very nice. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, you're never gonna change a man anyway. So you could just give it up right now, everyone out there. Like really give it up. And you know, you transformed your father, Aaliyah.
Yeah.
You did that. You did that. So
It-
the relationship is a woman's game. So a man is not going to transform by himself. A man is not going to change by himself. He's not going to shift by himself. A woman can do that. As you started to use the tools from Sage University, you applied like appreciation, right? Yielding, feedback, and observation, probably a lot of observation, right? Like noticing what's going on. Okay, I don't have to fix him. I don't have to fix a problem. I could just accept him who he is, give him some appreciation, and then, let's see what happens, right? Because you didn't know what would happen, right?
No.
No.
No, and one other thing, as you ladies are giving me feedback on the story that I just shared, something came up about this woman that shared with you. If she puts the focus back on herself, that's probably going to be the biggest gift she can give to her father, because her father, as a father, as any man, he wants her to be happy, and he actually tells her that from the stories that she shared. Like, look, live your life focus. And when she does that, then she'll be able to find her happiness. And only then, like I always say, if your heart is filled with clean water, then you're sharing clean water. But if you're filled with vinegar and rage and upset, that's what you're sharing with your father, right?
Yes.
With other people around you. So if she focuses on filling this up with sweet water or sweet feelings, that's the biggest gift she can give her father, because then she could share that information with her father. But right now it seems like the focus is on him, maybe because she doesn't want to focus on herself. It's easier to focus on someone else.
Yeah, what you're saying is right. And like the way she would fill herself up is by giving him love.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's like, yes, you focus on filling your heart, but the way you filling your heart is by appreciating somebody else in your life, especially her father, because she wants to rebuild that connection, because it's affecting all the areas in her life. So yeah, that appreciation, just noticing what he's doing, not wanting anything from him, not wanting to fix anything, not wanting to get him to do something. He never will anyway. It will be his choice. If she opens her heart, invites him into that love, then he could find his strength and then come to her and actually serve her in the way she wants to be served. And then they can rebuild that connection. For sure. Yeah.
Thank you for filling that.
Yes.
And that's where the teamwork comes in, guys.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Like, take the attention. What I see, what you said is take the attention off of trying to fix him.
Yes.
Yeah, because you could never do that. You can't fix anybody. Nobody wants to be fixed. Okay, so.
And what I see, by giving love to her father, and she will really learn, and not the learn, but just start doing that, then she will have the same vibration and she will attract the right man, because she will like just give love for everybody, not just only.
That's right. That's right. That's so sweet. Aw, Kuzana. Aw. Girls. Well, thank you so much, girls, for sharing. Thank you, everyone out there, for listening. Sometimes these videos are going to go a little bit deeper, because that's what women are dealing with. This is what's up. This is what's going on out there. Women want to create better connections with men. And it's a lot of times, if not most of the time, it starts with their fathers. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Please visit the SageUniversity.com website. Check out all the upcoming events, the performance scales, the charts that tell you the different tones of how that you communicate with men, with your children, with your partners, with anyone that you want to create business with or relationship with. Yeah, let us know if you have any questions. We're always here. And thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye, bye everyone.
Nice.
Bye, girls.